Class of 2023 Community Awards. Can we please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. My name is Lori Director, and I'm the Director of Guidance for Port Washington Schools. I'm very excited to bring this event to you this evening in collaboration with the administrators, teachers, faculty, central office administrators, superintendency, and Board of Education. With us this evening is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michael Hines, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Dr. Sean Feeney, Assistant Superintendent for Pupil Personnel Services, Dr. Stephanie Allen, Schreiber High School Principal, Dr. Katie Baer, and the class of 2023, Assistant Principal, Ms. Krista Denises. And of course, esteemed board members who are here with us this evening. I see Ms. Melkonian, and I know I saw Ms. Epstein. If there are any others, I apologize, I just can't see you at this time. And of course, all of our parents, seniors, and community sponsors who so generously give to our seniors each year. Tonight we recognize members of our senior class who, through their achievements and accomplishments, will be recognized and rewarded this evening by esteemed members of our community. Some awards and certificates will be given out this evening by our community members and administrators. Others will be mailed home to students. Later, you'll get instructions on where to send thank you cards. So, of course, we want to be sure that we thank our community sponsors. So, students, more to come on that. You will get these in your diploma packet on graduation day. So, don't forget to thank our sponsors for their generosity. Families, if you have not already done so, please screenshot the QR code for tonight's program. You can follow along. And as you walk out this evening, whether you walk out on the left or the right side, there will be a program with students' names in them for you to keep. So before we begin, I have to thank our school counseling team, and specifically the efforts of Ms. Jennifer Hasselberger, Ms. Erin O'Kelly for their outstanding efforts in helping us get this evening underway. Of course, our custodial staff, and our ITAs, our wonderful ITAs who are helping us with the technology this evening. So now, let's begin. I would like to call Mr. Sanford Krieger to the stage to announce the first award.
Good evening. I'm pleased on behalf of my family and my wife to be here again this year to present the Noah Krieger Schreiber Times Journalism Award and Prize. The award goes to the graduating senior who has made the most significant contribution to the Schreiber Times, working in conjunction with the newspaper's editor-in-chief. We set up this award more than 27 years ago in memory of our son Noah. He was involved in many extracurricular activities at Schreiber, including the music programs, the Battle of the Bands, and several sports teams. And he particularly enjoyed working on the Schreiber Times. He worked throughout his high school years on the paper and made his way up to be the sports editor. He then went on to Brown University, from which he graduated. He loved the Schreiber Times and was dedicated to his success. That's why we set up this prize in his honor. This year's winner is a spectacular choice. She started in the features section and worked her way up the ladder to senior positions. Most recently, she was highly respected managing editor and made sure that the newspaper ran smoothly and on time. Everyone says that she did a great job. And even with the many hours she devoted to the time, she also maintained a fantastic academic record. You would need a microscope to find anything lower than an 8+ in her transcript. As one of her teachers said, she is one of a kind, truly a force of nature. It also was noted that not only is she smart and ambitious, but she is not a person to be easily forgotten. We're very proud to present this year's Noah Krieger Award for Journalism to Talia Sinclair. Our son Noah alive. Talia? Thank you so much.
I'd like to invite the Reisman family to the podium to announce the next scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Reisman, and I'm honored to be here tonight to present the Noah Benjamin Reisman Scholarship on behalf of my family and in memory and in honor of my older brother, Noah, who graduated from Schreiber High School in 2012. While Noah and I had never attended Schreiber at the same time, I had the privilege of entering high school in his footsteps with his guidance and support. Many knew me as Noah's sister, a label that I felt came with a certain level of expectation to make the most of my high school experience, just as my brother did. While at Schreiber, Noah led other like-minded students as captain of the debate team, finishing second in the New York State Debate Championship. He was a member of the Social Science Research Program and the only student to ever serve as a representative on the Port Washington Board of Education. Noah graduated from Dartmouth College in 2016 with a degree in government. After spending several years working in politics, Noah enrolled in the George Washington University Law School, where he made GW Law Review and formed a lasting positive impression on the students and faculty. Upon finishing his first year at the top of his class, Noah decided to move back to New York and transfer to Columbia Law School. During his second year of law school, Noah was selected as a member of the Columbia Journal of Transnational Law. He used his intellect, eloquence, and empathy for others to defend what was right. He would have and should have been an excellent lawyer. Noah had an unparalleled ability to add wit and wisdom to every conversation. He embraced and devoured knowledge, exploration, and culture, always expanding his horizons and those of the people around him. Noah's greatest pleasure was sharing life's best offerings with the ones he loved. Our family is confident this year's recipient of the Noah Benjamin Reisman Scholarship will help to represent the same ideals that Noah deeply valued and embraced. This year's recipient is Douglas Alana. Washington from Ecuador in the fall of 2021. He is intelligent, kind, quick-witted, and hardworking. In only 2.5 years, Douglas has shown himself to be a leader in the Schreiber community and has exhibited maturity beyond his age with balancing hard work with a wry sense of humor. We wholeheartedly believe that Douglas personifies the qualities and values that Noah held dear, and we eagerly anticipate witnessing his growth and accomplishments in any college or career he chooses. Congratulations, Douglas.
Thank you. Will the Saccone family please come to the podium to announce the next award?
my name is Jacqueline Zachario Guerra, Christina's best friend. I'm here to present the Christina Ciccone Memorial Scholarship along with her mother Jennifer and her sister Anne Marie. Christina was a daughter, a sister, an identical twin, a loving friend, and a tremendous athlete. While she excelled at many sports, one of her greatest loves was playing lacrosse. Whether it was a practice or a game, Christina always brought determination, hustle, and leadership. She was in the center of every huddle, amping up her teammates and the first person to hold out her hand if you fell. She was a team player in every sense and carried that principle throughout all aspects of life. Like many of our Lady Vikings, Christina began playing lacrosse in PYA and later moved on to playing at Weber Middle School. She was pulled up to the varsity level as an 8th grader for their playoff season in 2000 and continued her varsity career starting as a freshman in 2001. Her dedication and love of the game took her beyond Shriver High School to play for the Long Island Empire lacrosse team from 2000 to 2004. She won the Nassau County Girls Coaches Association All-County Award in 2002, was an honor roll student, and later won a 4-year scholarship to play lacrosse at Binghamton University. To this day, we give a special thank you to all of her coaches, but particularly Raquel Perano and Roger Winter for being such influential role models in Christina's life, both on and off the field. Ultimately, Christina went on to receive her bachelor's degree in business management and communications from Baruch College and later earned herself the title of conductor working for Long Island Railroad, which took tremendous amount of dedication and studying. She achieved anything she set her mind to and left an everlasting mark on her teammates, coworkers, family, and friends. As we try to navigate this new life in Christina's absence, we want to honor her memory by awarding a Lady Viking lacrosse player each year with a $1,000 scholarship to put towards their post-high school endeavors. We'd like to give a special thanks to Pam Giordano and the Girls Lacrosse Booster Club for running the Christina Ciccone Memorial Lacrosse Clinic these last 2 years. A lot of money has been raised, and it's been a great way for us to keep her memory and spirit alive on the same field that Christina played many years ago. Christina was a compassionate, intelligent, and strong woman who exemplified great leadership qualities. With that being said, we are very happy to award this year's Christina Ciccone Memorial Scholarship to Esperanza Cassidy.
The representative from this next award was unable to be here this evening, so I will announce this next award for the James D. Kinsey Memorial Fund in honor of James Kinsey, who passed away unexpectedly September 11th, 2021. Jim graduated from Manhasset High School in 1995. He and his family moved to Port Washington in 2010, where they still reside. His daughter attends Port Washington schools, and they are active members of the community. As a result of this unexpected and enormous loss, James's family wanted to create a scholarship as a reminder to others that they are not alone in their grief. Grief and loss can be an alienating experience, especially when trying to carry on with school and life in general. But Jim went out of his way to always support and guide those around him. He was a mentor to many and a friend to all. With this scholarship, the family hopes to support students while honoring Jim's memory and legacy by helping and supporting students living with loss as Jim would have done for anyone he came across. This year, the James D. Kinsey Memorial Fund goes to James D'Antonio. Will Michelle McCaffrey from the New York Blood Center please come up to the podium?
Good evening. I would like to actually start by saying congratulations to all of you because you've raised some amazing children, amazing young men and women. And just to explain how amazing they are, these two individuals that will be receiving tonight's award convinced many here, and probably some juniors and maybe some sophomores and even teachers and faculty members, to let a complete stranger put a foreign sharp object into their arm. That takes not only guts to ask your friends and classmates to do that, but determination, because I have to tell you, as somebody who's been asking people for the last 17 years to do that, I get a lot of no's and a lot of rejection. And it's not easy, and it can be very discouraging, but they did not give up. They persevered, and I am very pleased to let you know that in the spring blood drive, the Schreiber High School community made over 80 donations, saving over 240 lives in our local community. This year's award recipients are Isabel Tai and Sophie Chavez DeSantis.
This next award is the Richard L. Boyle Memorial Award. Please come to the podium at this time.
Good evening. I'm here to present the Richard Boyle Memorial Award. He was a teacher who gave his career to the students of Port Washington, originally at Sousa Junior High School, back when it was a junior high school, and later here at Schreiber. He literally gave his career, over 35 years of teaching math to Port Washington students. And he was one of those teachers that you remember. Several of my classmates from back in the day from Sousa Junior High School, we were very lucky to have him for all 3 years of junior high school. That was unusual for a major academic class to have the same teacher. In science, there was the biology teacher, there was the chemistry teacher. He was the math teacher. And he made an impression. In his own quiet way, he got us through all those subjects that we covered back in junior high school and made us love math. He would use a whole variety of methods to teach, because he also had other interests in addition to just mathematics. He loved sports. In fact, he would use, for extra credit on exams, he would use sports themes to try to give some extra credit, including if you could recite the entire starting lineup of the 1969 Mets World Series team, you got some points. That was, I guess I'm dating myself, but that was my era. And he also played the trumpet. He loved to be involved in the arts and loved to support the students who were also in the arts. He also would put so much of himself into tutoring and helping students who were struggling with the math, to help them and make them able to understand it. So he passed away 15 years ago, and those of us who remember him from back in the day really wanted to remember him, because being a teacher is a very important thing. So we put together this award and really wanted to find students who fit all those categories. Yes, good in math, that's obvious, but who participated in arts in some fashion, who also would want to volunteer and help support other students, and really give of themselves. The committee that organizes this award and I, we continue to be impressed and astonished at the level of quality of the students who bring themselves forward for consideration for this award. And we decided this year to split the award among 2 students who we thought were particularly outstanding. So I'd like to present the award to Lucas Milgram and Emily Gross.
Thank you. Will the members of the Beacon Hill Women's Club please come up to the podium?
Congratulations to all of the students and families gathered here tonight. The Beacon Hill Women's Club has been functioning for over 70 years, supporting endeavors of the accomplished students of Schreiber High School, and my associate Tracy and I are proud to continue this tradition. This year's recipient is an amazing person who has overcome many challenges and has had the strength to bounce back and push forward, motivated to succeed. She holds a job after school and still finds time to mentor young students and participate in clubs. She undoubtedly has a bright future ahead. Our scholarship recipient is Sophie Chavez Pesantes.
Sophie's not here this evening, but we will accept this award on her behalf and be sure that it gets to her. Will Mr. Robert Brady from the Harvey Lewis Foundation please come up to the podium?
Good evening. Before I get into my speech, and I just wanted to mention a few things. One, thank you everybody being here. It's actually my 19th year doing this. The Harvey Lewis Foundation has been around since our records are a little not so great, but probably 94, 95, we go back that far. A lot of people ask me, what is the Harvey Lewis Foundation? And I'll just briefly give you a story before I go ahead and give out my award. Harvey Lewis was an owner of an oil company, home heating oil company, which was located what now is the Stop and Shop in Port Washington. Okay, when he passed away, there was a foundation set up in his name, and we've been giving out scholarships ever since. This is my 19th year doing this. So just so you get a quick story on that. So first I want to thank Jennifer Hasselberger in the Schreiber Guidance Department for helping us in communicating with us. Without her, I doubt we'd be here, to be honest with you. She's fantastic. And before I announce the award winners, I'd like to say personally this is somewhat of a bittersweet day for me, as my own youngest child is graduating Schreiber this year. So it's a little tough on me. This year I'm proud to say that in addition to our scholarships, we have donated a flagpole to Schreiber High School. This flagpole is located between the baseball and softball fields. We hope to make more donations like this in the future. Our athletic director, Nick Schraitweiser, has been done an incredible job. He worked with us, and we appreciate all his help. Nick has more projects that he needs help in fundraising, so if any of you are interested, please seek him out. I know he has some good ideas and a lot of things he'd like to do. And now for our scholarship award winners, I do ask that when you come up, because there are 9 of them, we meet outside because I'd like to take a picture. That's okay. The scholarship is for $10,000 per student, given out over 4 years. And so this year's Harvey Lewis Scholarship Award winners are Natalie DeMeo, Angelica Esposito, Anthony Staley, Hannah Lee, Jose Benitez, Maria Ferreira, Jacqueline Schaub, Kyle Over, and Lieutenant Pat.
So the winners of the Harvey Lewis Award. Mr. Brady is actually waiting on that side if you want to go down the line, and we'll meet you for your photo. Thank you. So I'm going to call Dr. Jana Amagone up to the podium, and while she is coming up here to read the next award, I actually want to, I'm going to read the Pierce Slutsky Memorial Award. The family of Pierce Slutsky is not here this evening, nor is the award winner. However, this is such an important award that we want to honor that this evening. So the scholarship is in memory of Pierce Slutsky, who was a champion and overcame devastating challenges. He never lost his drive to succeed and was an awesome young man who was taken far too soon from his family and friends. In September 2016, on his 5th day of high school, Pierce was diagnosed with malignant brain cancer. Pierce refused to allow himself to be defined by this devastating diagnosis and worked to stay up to date with his Schreiber classmates through homeschooling during his freshman and sophomore years of high school. Pierce was able to attend school during his junior year, but sadly passed away in September 2019 at the beginning of his senior year. Pierce's resolve to finish high school and attend college was as strong as his drive to eradicate the cancer ravaging his body. In memory of his spirit, the family is giving a scholarship to a graduating student who, like Pierce, has demonstrated the perseverance to overcome unimaginable obstacles and achieve their goals. And this award is going to Isabella Pagliaro.
Dr. Escamilla was a social worker in the Port Washington schools for almost 20 years. She was a mentor in nature, a teacher in mind, a server in heart, and a hero of justice. Dr. Escamilla passed away in 2017, yet left this earth better than she found it. Along with the many things that Dr. Escamilla did in her countless hours here in Port Washington, she founded College Pioneers, which encouraged and supported students who would be the first in their family to attend college. The Dr. Cecilia Escamilla Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who overcame obstacles and worked hard to meet with academic success while providing community service. Dr. Escamilla's family has awarded this year's scholarship to an exceptional student who has demonstrated remarkable resilience and dedication in achieving an outstanding academic performance. It's my pleasure and honor to award this scholarship to a student who has not only achieved academic excellence, but also made a significant contribution to her community. She is the first in her family to pursue higher education, a significant accomplishment that required tremendous amount of courage, hard work, and tenacity. She has faced many challenges, but she never gave up on her dreams. Through sheer determination, she has achieved A's and A+, while balancing her studies with part-time work to support her family. This student is a trailblazer and an inspiration to us all. This scholarship represents more than just financial support. It symbolizes hope and opportunity for a bright future. This student has proven that with hard work, dedication, and a hunger to learn, nothing is impossible. I'd like to present the Dr. Cecilia Escamilla Memorial Scholarship to Ms. Maria Herrera, who will be attending my alma mater, Binghamton University, to study industrial engineering, class of 2027.
We'll applaud her when she comes back from, Maria? Is Maria coming back in? Maria, hi. I'd like to invite the friends of Lori Maxon Schiffer to the podium to announce the next scholarship.
The Lori Maxon Schiffer Memorial Scholarship Award is named after a very special 1995 Schreiber graduate who passed away 10 years ago. Lori attended Brown undergrad and Harvard Law, but was drawn back here to Port to raise her family. In the short time she had, Lori was able to achieve so much academically and professionally, and at the same time always prioritize her community, friends, family, and children. Our recipient is a senior who embodies similar qualities to Lori: academics focus and success, an outstanding work ethic, and most importantly, a compassion towards others. Our recipient leads with strength and confidence, whether it is volunteering within her community via the Port Washington Fire Department Juniors Program, tutoring younger kids, volunteering at her church, or playing softball. It is an honor to award this scholarship to Jacqueline Sanjeev.
Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty to come up and announce the next scholarship.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all of these beautiful children you created. My name is Phyllis Realmuto, and I work at Daniel Gale Sotheby's here in Port Washington. For over 30 years, Daniel Gale has been serving the community that has played an integral and heartwarming part in many of our lives. Serving as a backdrop to place that many of us grew up in Port Washington, like myself, and I did go to Sousa and all of those things. My children went to school here as well and graduated. We raised our children here and work here every day. In fact, it's likely we listed and sold every house in here. In honor of our admiration for the town of Port Washington, we are proud to give back to 5 very deserving students by presenting them with the Daniel Gale Sotheby's International Realty and Daniel Gale Foundation scholarships. All contributions were made by the DG Foundation, and all of our agents contributed to this as well. Port Washington would like to dedicate this to help build a strong community and foundation, because the children are our future. Today marks a special day as they take their first step toward a new and exciting journey. Okay, let's skip the writing. Okay, our first recipient, and the very deserving, our first recipient is Cal Gober. Our second recipient is McKenna Patterson. Yay! Our third recipient is Giselle Flores. Thank you. Our fourth recipient is Sasha Shapiro. Presented to her. And our fifth and last is best is Stratos Kefalis. He's a hard worker. I mentored him. Congratulations to all the parents that worked this hard to get their kids where they are. And congratulations to
Okay, now I would like to invite the Newark family up to announce the next scholarship.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to all. Jim and I are strong believers in the power and value of learning languages. It teaches and encourages respect for other people, fosters an understanding of other cultures and an appreciation of cultural diversity, and can be a real asset in the global, interconnected world in which we now live. It's also fun to learn a language and to speak another language. So it's truly our honor to be able to sponsor this language award, given each year to two outstanding Schreiber students in a world language. I have known our first award recipient since her freshman year at Schreiber and had the pleasure of being her French teacher for almost 2 years. I have always greatly appreciated her enthusiasm, her contagious smile, her integrity, and her work ethic. She's incredibly friendly and collaborative, working well with others and treating everyone with respect. Impressively, she not only excelled in French, but studied Spanish as well. And she intends to continue with language studies while in college. It is our great pleasure to be able to give this scholarship to Jackie Fenzino.
The second recipient of the Newark Language Award is a student of Italian. This student has demonstrated genuine passion and enthusiasm for the language and culture. This recipient holds all that is Italian close to the heart and has intentions to continue the study of the language and culture while in college. So without further ado, we'd like to present this scholarship, Alessandra Irons.
Will Mr. Adam Bernstein please come up to the podium to announce the next two awards?
So my wife and I moved to Port Washington more than 30 years ago. We had no children then, but we proceeded to have 4 of them. And put all 4 of them through the schools from kindergarten all the way through high school. So we are very, very big fans of the Port Washington schools. To all of you educators, I say thank you. You did an amazing job with all 4 of our kids. So our eldest, Philip, graduated Schreiber in 2013. When he passed away in July 2019, he was the lead software developer for a promising startup in New York City. Self-taught, didn't go to college. He was living the life. He had a nice office in Midtown Manhattan. He was making great money, and he was living in a beautiful new building in Long Island City, which was just up and coming then and affordable still, with his girlfriend. He died of an accidental drug overdose from drugs that were laced with fentanyl. It's a cautionary tale. You didn't think you were going to get out of here without a little learning, so don't make the same mistake. Don't mess around with anything, with other people's prescriptions, with drugs you don't know where they're put. Please, if you take anything from this, it's that. But I want to, on a lighter note, tell you a story about Philip that'll just give you an idea of his character. He was ultra-liberal, and while he was here at Schreiber, he engaged often in debates with his cousin, who was 10 years older than him, and also very liberal. And one of those times, they were getting into a heated debate on Twitter, and an ultra-religious, ultra-conservative stranger started butting in and commenting and trolling them. And did Philip get angry? No. What did Philip do? Philip said, for every comment you make from now on, I'm going to donate $20 to the ACLU in your name. Now you have to understand, Philip was a computer guy. So he knew who this guy was and where he was, and he did. He started making donations, and he took screenshots, and he started sending to this guy, and the guy promptly shut up and never put anything. So Philip, he was also the kid who would attend the Apple Worldwide Developer Conference and notice that it was mostly, if not entirely, attended by white men. And as a white man, he was very self-aware, and he frequently spoke of wanting to do something to help change that in his industry, not just be the standard, Caucasian men. And so he frequently spoke of doing something like that. And so in honor of his passing, our family has set up the Philip J. Bernstein Memorial, it's a long name, Memorial Technology Scholarship for Women and Minorities that aims to help women and minorities enter technical fields, hopefully coding, hopefully computer science, but something like that. And this year's recipient, like Philip, is that kid who learned to code so that he could hack games on his phone or modify them on his computer so that he could beat everybody else. We are happy to provide this scholarship to a fine young man who plans to study data science at Carnegie Mellon University, and this year's award goes to Marex Woodside. So I'm doing double duty. I'm here for a second award, completely different, has nothing to do with my family, but I'm a member of the local Masonic Lodge, Common Port Washington Lodge, number 855. So it's also my privilege to award this year's Tibbetts Fund Scholarships. Some more learning, because you didn't have enough today. Henry Tibbetts was born in May 1872. As an adult, he lived in Sands Point, and for a while he was the clerk of the village of Sands Point. When the bank building at the corner of Main Street and Irma Avenue, which is now Bank of America, was first built and opened as a bank, Henry Tibbetts was president of that bank. He was also a Mason. He died in August 1954 at the age of 82 and is buried in the Christ Church Cemetery in Manhasset. Tibbetts Lane in Sands Point is named after him. In his will, he left a sum of money to the Port Washington Masonic Lodge. Apparently he did not do as well as Mr. Lewis and his little oil company. To provide scholarships to local high school graduates. This year's Tibbetts Fund Scholarship, normally we provide 3. We had so many outstanding scholarships, we raised it to 4 this year. And this year's scholarships, let me say all 4 names before you clap. This year's scholarships are awarded to Maria Herrera, Jessica Kim, and then two, not one, 2, believe it or not, grandchildren of members of our local lodge, Anthony Staley and McKenna Patterson. And one last thing before I sit down, I'd like to invite everyone here, weather pending, we don't say the R word, to the upcoming Exotics and Classics car show that's being sponsored by our lodge, and every dollar we raise goes to the Shriners Hospitals for Children. It's this Saturday at the Port Washington train station.
I'd like to call Mrs. Sally Reinhardt to the podium to announce the next award.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the seniors and to their parents. Penny D'Antonio was a beloved math teacher at Schreiber High School. When she suddenly passed away, so many students at her wake said that they struggle in math, and Mrs. D helped them become successful. When we heard that, her friends decided that we would start a scholarship in her honor. The students must write an essay on how they were able to achieve success in math. So we usually give 1 scholarship a year. But unfortunately, last fall, Mrs. D'Antonio's husband, George, passed away, and so they asked for money to be sent to her scholarship fund. So I'm very happy to say that we have 2 scholarships to award tonight. The other thing I want to mention is that Mr. and Mrs. D'Antonio raised their son, George, here. He graduated from Schreiber. His wife graduated from Schreiber. Their grandson, William, has already graduated from Schreiber. And their grandson, James, is a member of the class of 2023. The recipients of this year's award are Giselle Flores and Isabella Cagliari.
To announce the next award.
Good evening. We are presenting this award tonight in memory of Danny and Janie Rankin. 14 years ago, Danny started this scholarship to honor his wife, Janie. She was diagnosed with leukemia and lost her battle after only 8 short months. She would have been 67 today. Sadly, 10 years ago, Danny lost his own short battle with ALS.
The criteria for this award is to write an essay about what Port Washington means to you. Danny and Janie love this town and the people in it.
Please hold your applause for all 3 names to be read. We are honored to present this award to Christian Alexander,
William Buckley.
And Carol Wilbur. Congratulations.
Residents forward up to the podium.
It's an honor to be here this evening on behalf of Residents Forward. Each year, we provide an award in honor of our chairman, Kurt Trigo, to a student that's helping to advance our mission of bringing members of the community together to advance sustainability, resiliency, beauty, and vibrancy. This year, I'm so proud to announce that our award recipient is Ava Batluwala, and I'd like to tell you why. Ava has been working for the course of over a year to help us plan one of the best youth climate summits that I will argue to say has happened in the world. Ava was involved in every aspect of planning the summit, right down to the topics we presented, the food that we ate, and the way that we brought students from across the region together. So it's my extreme pleasure to give this award to Ava.
Friends and family of Haley Rose Fuchs to announce the next award.
My name is Natalie Birnbaum. I'm Robin Littman. And it is our privilege to give you the Haley Rose Fuchs Embrace Your Weird Award. A Schreiber graduate, our dear friend Haley never ceased to amaze us with her fearless display of individualism, her eclectic taste in art and music, and her ability to connect with people from all over.
It was our honor to read these essays, and we were truly inspired by the authentic voices of all who submitted, and I know Haley would be as well. Unfortunately, we had to pick just one, and so the essay we selected embodies a unique perspective, as well as a commitment to honoring one's individuality, artistic choices, and to having fun while doing so. So we'd like to congratulate this year's winner of the Haley Rose Fuchs Award, Melissa Lee.
Melissa, are you here? Okay, well, this is for Melissa, and congratulations.
Okay, the next award is for Senator Jack Martin's, from Senator Jack Martin's office. They are here this evening. Thank you very much. Please come up to announce the next award.
Hi everyone, thanks for being here. Thank you to the administration as well. The senator is obviously upset he can't be here. He's always telling me that this is the most fun we have. So I'm sure he's just, Anyway, we have 2 rising stars this year. We made it a goal of ours, we didn't want to give the awards to someone who always gets awards. We wanted to give it to someone who's a rising star, someone who is coming up, who, you know, you're going to look in the sky one day and you're going to see that they're shining too. By the way, my name is Jason, excuse me. Our first awardee is Jesse Junikov. And I was reading about him. He joined the fire department when he was 13, and that is super, super admirable. It's like your first line of defense. They're the people out there who might save you one day. And I really appreciate him for that. He's gone on to become a full-time fire department member, and he plans on attending SUNY Maritime and to get a deck license, and that is also very, very cool. So congratulations to him. Our second awardee, Kent Vishafiore. I also want to say something about, he came here speaking a second language, Japanese, well, English was to be a second language, and that is also showing a lot of strength to come to another country. I mean, I can't imagine. You go to another country, to go through school, to excel. It's really amazing. He also started the Language Buddies program, which will help students coming to Paul Schreiber who don't speak English as well, and they get a mentor. That's so special. It goes beyond just learning the language. You know, you have a friend, you have someone to look up to, and it's super nice. I also want to say congratulations to Kent, and please come up. Thank you. So thank you, everybody. Again, thanks for keep listening to me, because I'm actually here for Supervisor DeSena as well. Supervisor couldn't be here today. I have to say, I really look up to the supervisor. She's trying her hardest to bring everybody together, and that's something I can really appreciate. I want everyone around here to, you know, we're like family here on Long Island, and I appreciate that. So for Supervisor DeSena, I would like to present her Civic Spirit Award to Emily Burson.
Okay. Next, I would like to call our Assemblywoman, Gina Saliti, to come up with a
All right, this is my first time here. This is so much fun. All right. So the first award, I have two, by the way. You really can't see up here. Is the Citizenry Award. So we created this award to celebrate students who have highest achievements and made remarkable contributions to the well-being of their community. Candidates needed to demonstrate exemplary leadership, character, preeminent achievements in one or more following fields: community service, civic engagement, activism, or government, So when we learned about the young person who's getting this award, she embodies all these things, involved in so many extracurricular activities while also maintaining academics, and something to be said about that. And she has advanced courses, accelerated courses, and she's just really doing a great thing in school for her community, and she's involved in so many things. And I love to uplift young people like this. So Talia Sinclair, please come up, give your citizenship. And so this next award, this Young Person's Guidance Council really said so many wonderful things. I'm going to share some of it, but first it's the Visionary Award. And this person has shown leadership in identifying social, economic, environmental challenges in their community, shown exemplary initiative, creativity, and passion addressing those challenges. And they went above and beyond, and they inspired others to become active as well. And so this guidance counselor, they just talk about this person, this young man, being just having a heart of gold, the nicest kid you could ever want to meet, and just exudes positivity, somebody that you just want to be around. He's involved in his church, teaching religious classes, and he said if he could do one thing, it would be to travel the world. He devours information, and he is actually going to Europe. He's going to be attending school in Rome, and he believes that this guidance counselor said that John will make a difference, one person, one planet, one landscape at a time. John Scaglione. Congratulations, John. You're very excited.
Next, I'd like to call our Town of North Hempstead Councilwoman, Mary Ann Del Monte, to the podium.
Both of us attended Schreiber. So good evening. Wow, Gina, you're right. This light is very bright. Ooh. Good evening, everyone. I'm so delighted to be here with all of you to recognize and celebrate so many of the wonderful and talented young people we have here in our community. My name is Mary Ann Del Monte, and I am your Town of North Hempstead Councilwoman for District 6. Thank you. Tonight, I am proud to be announcing the winners of the first ever Councilwoman Del Monte Community Service Award. As a fourth-generation Port Washington clam digger, yes, if you grew up here, we're called clam diggers, I absolutely love this community, and I know that it's filled with so many caring and compassionate people of all ages. I wanted a way to personally recognize some of the outstanding good deeds that are done in this community, particularly by the young people. So I created the Councilwoman Del Monte Community Service Award to do just that. I realized that the students in our community have a lot on their plates. They are concentrating on their schoolwork, participating in sports, and other extracurricular activities, and developing friendships that will last their lifetime. By the way, from the day I was born, one of my best friends is in the audience today with their daughter. So you will have those friends for life. But some students do that and more, I hear her laughing, and go the extra mile to do in their community. I am grateful to the Director of Guidance and all the guidance counselors for identifying a couple of students who have gone above and beyond to help the Port Washington community. So the Councilwoman Del Monte Community Service Award is being awarded to a pair of twins who are the co-creators and leaders of a community service program called Port Pays It Forward. Port Pays It Forward allows anonymous Port Washington donors to pay it forward and feed people in need from a local restaurant. Carlos Pizza, you ever go in there and you see all those Post-its? Through gift certificates on Post-it with notes of inspirational messages. Port Pays It Forward and has collected thousands of dollars in donations, donated thousands of pizza slices to hungry people or someone that just might not have had money that day, and spread kindness throughout the community. It takes a village. It gives me great pleasure to award the first Councilwoman Del Monte Community Service Award to Alec and Kate Goodman. Congratulations.
Okay, each year the town of North Hempstead town clerk also issues a certificate to a student who demonstrates all-around leadership and academic skills. They were unable to be here this evening, however, this certificate goes to Grace Ain. Okay, this certificate will go to Grace. I'd like to welcome our PWTA, the Port Washington Teachers Association. Oh, Grace is here. Lights, you really can't see it. Okay. Thank you, Grace. And now I would like to invite the Port Washington Teachers Association President of PWTA, Regina McLean, to the podium to announce the next Green Award.
Hi, good evening. I am Regina McLean. I'm the president of the Port Washington Teachers Association, and I'm so happy to be here representing the caring and dedicated professionals of Port Washington. It's my privilege to present a number of scholarship awards this evening. Teachers from a wide range of grade levels and disciplines served on our scholarship selection committee. It was a challenge to select award recipients from the many qualified applicants. The following students have been selected for a PWTA scholarship in honor of all Port Washington teachers. And I'm wondering, I want to take a photo. Do I do that? Can I take it out in the lobby? I would really like if the recipients could come out to the lobby afterwards. And then after I read this group, I do have 2 more awards to give out. So, first recipient is Amelia Abel. Ali Carilla. I know Ali from Manhattan. Jack McNaughton. Kelly Wong. Layla Hershkovitz. Liam Regan. Michael Capobianco, or Michael Eureka Nakahara. Okay, so I have another award that is a very special scholarship in memory of a former Port Washington teacher, Sylvia Cholet. Sylvia was a longtime resident of Port Washington and worked as a school nurse teacher, guidance counselor, and in pupil personnel services, retiring in 1979. The award was established several years ago by her son, Dr. Raymond Cholet, a former Port Washington student, in memory of his mother. It is awarded annually to a deserving Schreiber graduate. The 2023 recipient of the Sylvia Cholet Scholarship is Lily Scatino. Okay, and one more, and then I would like to take a picture outside if we would do that for me, please. The last scholarship I have is from the Long Island Teachers Benevolent Fund, and it is a very prestigious award. Abby Smith was one of the select recipients. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, PWTA.
And now I would like to call Mrs. Tessa Jordan from the Port Washington Retired Educators to announce the next 5 awards.
Eight awards.
Port Washington Retired Educators is the organization of teachers, paraprofessionals, nurses, secretaries, and administrators who have retired from the Port Washington Public Schools. Every year, a number of scholarships are given to graduating seniors. This year, we are awarding 4 scholarships in honor of all of our members. And I would ask you to hold your applause until after I've read the 4 names. The 4 recipients are Emma Janoff, Lara Janoff, Hannah Lee, and Megan Schwartz. We are also awarding 4 scholarships in honor of retired teachers who were exceptional teachers and also active members of the Teachers Association and the retired educators. The first scholarship is in honor of Kim Rosenbaum. Kim was a Weber Home and Careers teacher. She made that subject exciting for all of her students. She was also a building representative and the treasurer of the Teachers Association. And the scholarship in honor of Kim goes to Emily Gross. Charlie Lehman also taught at Weber in the Industrial Arts Department. He worked equally effectively with academically strong students and with students whose strengths lay in other areas. Charlie was a longtime building representative and a member of negotiating teams. And the award in honor of Charlie goes to Douglas Alcuna. Carla Ruick taught primary students at Salem, and then when Salem closed at Guggenheim School, her students knew they were all valued and they learned and had fun at the same time. Carla chaired a very important Teachers Association joint committee that monitored teachers' further education. And the award in honor of Carla Ruick is to McKenna Patterson. And finally, Bonnie Utzik taught general music at Manhaven School. She exposed her students to a wide variety of musical experiences that laid the groundwork for a whole life of appreciation of music. Once she retired, she led and organized the local Walk for Breast Cancer, and the Port Washington retirees every year raise and still raise a substantial amount for cancer research and care. And the award in honor of Bonnie goes to Jacqueline Sandino.
Thank you, Mrs. Doyle. Next, I would like to invite the members of the Port Washington Paraprofessionals Association, Mrs. Pat Baglio, Mrs. Rita DeLucia, and Mrs. Maria Carianis.
Good evening. I'm Pat Baglio, co-president of the Port Washington Paraprofessional Association. Our members are the educational assistants, teaching assistants, monitors, and information technology aides throughout the district. I am joined here by Rita DeLucia, my co-president, and our scholarship committee chair, Maria Carianis. Thanks to Maria and her team, the PWPA hosted a highly successful and very fun bingo night in March. And so this year we are so pleased to present 5 scholarships for $1,000 each. Maria?
Thank you, Pat.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to the award winners. My name is Marie Kurianis, and I am proud to represent George Washington Paraprofessional Association and its Scholarship Committee. Tonight, I am pleased to honor 5 outstanding scholars and citizens. They are Jessica Kim, Anthony Stately, Maria Herrera, Gabriel Weissman, and Douglas Acuna.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I would like to call up the president of Agate, Mrs. Rebecca Parker, and Ms. Nancy Sizzleman. Hello. Thank you.
Hi, I am not Rebecca Hughes Parker, nor am I Nancy Sizzleman. But I'm what you got. My name is Doug Parker. I am a proud husband of the president, or co-president, as she is for the next few weeks. But she gave me lines. Good evening. I am not Rebecca Hughes Parker, co-president of the Association for Gifted and Talented Education in Port Washington, or Agate. My better half, once removed, co-president Nancy Zisselman and the Agate board wish the class of 2023 congratulations on this exciting milestone and the best in their future endeavors. Agate works with parents, teachers, administrators, and organizations to advocate for the unique needs of diverse gifted students and other advanced learners from pre-kindergarten through graduation. And I'm going to deviate from the script for just a second to just say that as a dad, I genuinely appreciate that Port Washington is a place where every kid can find a room that lifts him or her up. And every kid deserves that, no matter where they're starting. Each year, Agate awards the Tula J. Halperin Scholarship, named for our chapter's founder, to several Schreiber High School seniors who demonstrate outstanding academic achievement coupled with the passionate and dedicated pursuit of a talent, skill, or interest. We are also giving a book two with tips on adjusting to college life. I want to thank the dedicated members of the Agate Scholarship Committee who had the hard choice of choosing from a pool of very talented students. This year's recipients are, make this a little dramatic, I guess. Bryson Shaw, Michael Capabianco, Amelia Abel, Lucas Milgram, and Henry Lee. These are all personalized, so you gotta get them here. You're Mike. Mikey, right? Yes. Hello. Congratulations. Amelia. Right. Thank you. Very good. Lucas. Hi. How are you? Oh, get through. Hannah. Excellent. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
would like to call up the representative from VIAS of North Hempstead to come up and announce the next award.
Good evening and congratulations to all the graduates. It's a wonderful achievement. I'm representing the Baha'is of North Hempstead. This is an award, the Baha'i Award for Race Unity. And the Baha'is of North Hempstead are part of a worldwide faith that believe in the unity of mankind and the elimination of prejudice in this day and age. We are finding that it takes great courage and conviction to promote and embrace diversity. In this vein, we would like to present this token of our appreciation to Sasha Shapiro for their activities. Sasha is not here, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And next, I would like to call up our president of SEPTA, Ms. Jennifer Scotto Robinson.
Good evening. That's actually former co-president. I'm now the treasurer. First of all, I wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2023 from an alumni. I'm here tonight to present the Cecil B. Tinder Award. The Cecil B. Tinder Award was named after the former director of PPS a long time ago. Every year, SEPTA gives out 3 $500 scholarships to amazing, hardworking students who are chosen by the guidance department. This year, the award recipients are Brian Flores, here, Brian Flores, Isaiah Alvarez, and Rita Artiga.
From the Happy Montessori School of Port Washington.
Hi, I'm Anita Stacy from the Happy Montessori School. It really is very good. And I'm here to present the Happy Montessori Scholarship. Thank you to the guidance department for helping us select someone who embodies our goals at Happy Montessori, which is to train students who are kind, generous, hardworking, and creative. This year, the scholarship goes to S.B. Cassidy.
Washington to come to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Eric Gewertz. I'm the board president, of Hearts of Port Washington. First of all, congrats to the entire Schreiber class of 2023. On behalf of the board of directors of Hearts, it is my absolute pleasure to announce the 7 Schreiber High School students who are the recipients of the annual Hearts Award for Excellence in the Arts. These scholarships are given to select students who have demonstrated a love of and dedication to the arts during their time here at Schreiber, based on their merit and achievements across genres and forms. We wish all of you a future filled with color, music, joy, creativity, and imagination, and we look forward to seeing all of your bright futures ahead. This year's winners are, I'd like to read all of the names first before getting all the applause. Gabrielle Campagna, Emma Janoff, Melissa Lee, Isabella Pagliaro, Jacob Salguero, Samuel Sherman, and Bryson Shaw.
At this time, would Mr. Steve Kaplan please come up and announce the next award?
First, I'd like to thank a number of you seniors for your moving, inspiring, informative, and thought-provoking essays to help further our mission to honor the victims of the Holocaust and prevent its reoccurrence and all other acts of hate. On behalf of the Holocaust Memorial and Education Endowment Fund of the Community Synagogue Brotherhood, I am pleased to present this year's $2,500 Holocaust essay to Jacqueline Sendino.
Thank you, Mr. Kaplan. Next, I would like to invite tribal teacher, Mrs. Julie Barbieri, up to announce the next award. Each year, the Joshua David Blumenfeld Memorial Award is granted to outstanding E&L students who may not qualify for existing scholarships because their grades do not always reflect their true potential. As an E&L teacher, I have the privilege to witness firsthand the hard work and dedication these students exhibit. They must overcome the challenges associated with excelling in coursework in another language, all while adjusting to a new culture. I'm so proud to announce this year's recipients of the Blumenfeld Memorial Scholarship. Douglas Alana Acuna, Jose Benitez, Benjamin Mejia, Yanjan Ra, and Kelly Wong. And announce the next award.
I am Judy Fuse, the president of the Music Study Club of Port Washington. Every year we award a scholarship to the student who most demonstrates dedicated involvement in the Port Washington School music program and achieves a high level of skill in his music specialties. And the winner this year is Bryson Shaw.
Thank you. Will the members, the representatives from the Port Washington Public Library, Ms. Lorraine Travassi and Mr. Keith Klang, please come up to the podium to announce the next award.
you so much for having us tonight, and thank you to the administration and the guidance department for all their help in helping us be a part of this wonderful celebration of all our young people, and congratulations to all the graduating seniors. So we have the privilege to award 2 scholarships tonight in the name of Nancy Curtin, the Nancy Curtin Scholarship. Nancy Curtin was the director of the library from 1994 into 2018. She also was she started with the library in 1974, so she was a member of the library for many, many years and really carried the library through many different projects, and was so passionate about serving the community and making sure that everyone in the community had a welcoming place when they weren't in school, at Schreiber or any of the other schools. So we're very fortunate that we had 2 applicants. All of our applicants were wonderful, but 2 applicants in particular gave a lot back to the library and to the community. Particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic, we had homework help for our English for speakers of other languages families to do some assistance and really boost that homework help that's really needed. And these 2 individuals really carried the load and provided amazing one-on-one assistance to students to help them through a very difficult time. So with that, Lori is going to announce the 2 winners.
Congratulations. And our 2 winners are Emily Gross and Raina Becker.
And next, Julie Meyer from Port Washington Green, please come up and announce the next award.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduates, your parents, and families. I'm Julie Meyer, and I'm here on behalf of PW Green to present an award to a senior pursuing environmental education or who embodies our spirit of PW Green and preserving the environment. PW Green is a nonprofit 501c3 organization focusing on preserving the natural environment. Our motto is protecting natural areas, providing environmental education, and promoting eco-friendly living. And we're always looking for volunteers. This is our 19th year of presenting this award. It seems harder and harder each year. This year we're happy to present an award and $400 to 3 recipients: McKenna Patterson, Larry Jano, and Alessandra Irons. Please give applause. And if everybody would just gather outside and for a picture.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite our Pride in Port representatives, Barbara Faticone and Fred Pollock, to please come up.
Good evening. Stay all right, I can't see anybody. Pride in Port's an organization. We sponsor events every year. The parade, I'm sure you're familiar with. It's what we do, it's not why we exist. We exist to find ways to encourage every single person who lives in our extraordinary community. We thought to work better, to make it a better community, to get involved, and to help others do the same thing. And so the first thing I'm going to do tonight is we have 3 community service awards to 3 students who have done, not only, by the way, helping with Pride in Court, which is one of our particular things we're interested in, obviously, but have got involved in helping a variety of other organizations and people throughout our town. And so it's my great pleasure to present these community service awards to Michael Capobianco, Matthew Hillman, and David Silverstein. The Pride in Court Committee also presents an annual scholarship, which a number of years ago, we named in honor of, what's your name? Barbara Faddock. Barbara, we named the award a scholarship for Barbara because no one has spent more time helping more people, building a better Fort Washington than Barbara has. So this time I'm going to ask her to present the Barbara Faddock on scholarship.
My husband and I have lived in Port Washington. We were born here. We've lived here all of our lives. We raised our children here, and we've all gone to the Port Washington school system. In fact, my husband was the first graduating class from 1954 when the school opened. And we walked up Channel Drive carrying our homeroom chairs the last day of school, and there was not one accident, but it was a wave of chairs on moving day. We each carried our own chair, so it was quite a scene. We love Port Washington, and we've raised our children and our family here. And like I said, Tom was the first graduating class from the new Paul D. Schreiber High School. I have the great pleasure this evening of announcing the winner of my scholarship, which I am so proud of. This young lady is a true, dedicated young lady, and she's a great example of pride in Port. She's dedicated to her school and this wonderful community that we live in. And I have the pleasure of announcing that Emily Gross is our winner.
And I invite you all to Pride in Court, which will be September 23rd.
Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Edie Katz from the Sands Point Garden Club to give the next award.
Good evening, and I really want to thank the students that allowed us to make a choice tonight and congratulate them, and also the teachers who actually read all these letters, and also the guidance counselors. They have chosen a woman, a young lady, to be our recipient. And I'm just going to read something from the letter that came from one of her teachers. This student has done extremely well in her courses. And she's a strong member in group assignments. So in many cases, this person was a voice of reason when it came to disagreements in her group members of her class. So making these important decisions, Lara is a voice of reason. And her demeanor is calm and quiet, but her fellow group members listened, and although in many cases she would not start out as the leader of the group, but she would end up in that position because of her nature. So she's a tremendous academic student. She's passionate about all the extracurricular activities here at Schreiber, and she also uses her free time to volunteer for various environmental organizations, including Run for the Wild, Tree Huggers, and Growing the Love Community Garden. It's clear that we have a wonderful person that we get to honor tonight. And this is from the Sands Point Garden Club. It's presented to Lara Jenner. Will Nikos Andriadis from the Ed Foundation please come up and announce the next award?
Good evening. My name is Nikos Andriadis, and I'm the chairman of the Scholarship Committee at the Ed Foundation. The Ed Foundation provides funding and support for programs that enhance educational opportunities beyond the basic needs for students in the Port Washington Public Schools. We have 2 scholarships which we award each year. The first is the Don Schaefer Scholarship, named for a beloved retired teacher who, among other achievements, was responsible for creating the district's robotics program with the assistance of an Ed Foundation grant. For this scholarship, we consider hardworking students who wish to pursue advanced degrees in a technological field. This year we had 2 winners. The first Don Schaefer Scholarship recipient is an active participant in the robotics club that Don started many years ago. This student plans to pursue a double major in mathematics and computer science. The Ed Foundation offers its congratulations to Sean Young. Our second Don Schaefer Scholarship recipient is a very determined, hardworking student who also intends to pursue a computer science degree. We are proud to present the second Don Schaefer Scholarship to Yuso Lee. For our second award, the Ed Foundation Scholarship, we look for a student who has been profoundly influenced by one or more programs which the Ed Foundation has supported. This year's recipient was impacted by several programs that were funded by Ed Foundation grants. Most significantly, by his having hosted a radio program on Schreiber's radio station, WDOT. This led to his becoming one of WDOT's lead broadcasters for Schreiber Varsity Athletics, to his decision to study journalism in college with a concentration in broadcasting, and to his dream of doing play-by-play for the New York Yankees. We are proud to present the 2023 Ed Foundation Scholarship to Mikey Capobianco.
Good evening. The Kiwanis Club recognizes our seniors each year with awards for service to community. This year, the awards go to Hannah Lee, Lauren Livio, and Julia O'Sullivan. The Albert Sue Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student who embodies Albert's spirit and is energetic, joyful, and respected by anyone and everyone. This year, the Albert Sue Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Benjamin Nichea Espinosa. The Americana Scholarship is awarded each year to a senior who is community-minded and planning a future in fashion, environmental, or architectural design. This year, the Americana Scholarship goes to Johnny Scaglione. The Anne Renfrew Memorial Scholarship is awarded each year to two students who achieve academic achievement at the Ivy League level. This year, the awards go to Rigel Mummers and Cameron Netches. The Ann Berman Scholarship for Vocal Excellence is awarded each year to a male and female senior who display vocal excellence. The awards go to Michael Capobianco and Sydney Flisser. The Catherine J. Grimaldi Music Award is offered to a senior with a love for music and who excels in either instrumental or vocal music. This award is meant for the student to use in college toward a future in music study. This year, the award goes to Jackson Dietz. At this time, I would like to invite Carmine Matina to the podium to help me announce the next scholarship, the Daisy Bacon Award.
Good evening. Some of you might remember me. I was an assistant principal here for many, many years. I'm sure some of you are wondering, who is Daisy Bacon? Well, Daisy was a writer, and in 1928, she became editor of a magazine, and she became one of the first female editors of a major magazine. She was an editor for 22 years, and then she decided to devote her time to writing books and short stories. And in 1953, she had a bestseller. Well, Daisy lived in Baxter Estates with her sister. And when Daisy died, her sister, Esther Ford Robinson, and her lawyer, Harry Mulvey, decided to start a scholarship in Daisy's name. And this scholarship is for 4 years. In 2009, I was appointed as trustee for this scholarship by the courts. And this year the winners are Jacqueline Sandino, Benjamin Chair, Jacqueline Shaw, John Scaglione, and Jennifer Rodriguez.
The Dan Vera Memorial Scholarship goes to one male and one female in the top 10% of the class who have an A in social studies and participate in 2 to 3 varsity sports. The winners this year are Luke Curta and Gabrielle Soren. The Dance Arts Center Performing Arts Scholarship goes to a student with a history of performance and dedication to performing arts. This year, the award goes to Olivia DeRue.
I would like to call Ms. Jennifer Scotto Robinson back up to the podium to deliver the next award. Wow, and Councilwoman Del Monte.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's me again. With my friend Mary Ann. We are both members of the John Michael Marino Lodge Order Sons and Daughters of Italy in America. Got that. Unfortunately, the committee chair for scholarships, Jackie Moore-Herron, couldn't be here this evening, so she asked us to step in for her. We are here tonight to honor winners for 2 different scholarships. The first is the John Michael Marino Lodge Scholarship, and the other one is the Dante Medal. Before I do that, though, I just want to explain these scholarships briefly. The John Michael Marino Lodge Scholarship is an academic-based scholarship in varying amounts, and it's presented at the general meeting in June, so you will be invited to the June meeting, for students residing in Port Washington and Manhasset who have at least one parent of Italian-American heritage. Family membership in the Order of the Sons and Daughters of Italy in America is not a prerequisite. Applicants must have a minimum of 3.0 high school GPA at the time of application, and this selection is chosen by the scholarship committee. The Dante Medal is awarded together with a financial award to one graduating high school student who has demonstrated excellence in Italian studies. The selection is made by local high schools that teach Italian as a foreign language, and the winner is chosen by an Italian teacher. The winners will be receiving a letter in the mail inviting them to our awards night on Wednesday, June 21st at 8 p.m. at the Adult Activity Center, otherwise known as the Senior Center, where they will receive their awards and medals. I feel like I need sunscreen. The winners are, for the John Michael Marino Lodge Scholarship, Michael Capobianco and Lauren Livio. We have Jack Madison. Congratulations, grazie, benvenuto.
Kate and Joyce Johnson Memorial Scholarship goes to a student who plans to study medicine or healthcare in college. And the award this year goes to Dieli Jarvi. The Island Photography Scholarship goes to a high-achieving senior who is in the Science Honor Society. This year, the award goes to Rigel Mummers. The Jan Havasie Memorial Award is given each year to seniors who plan to study nursing or teaching in college. This year, the awards go to Marley Cooper and Jacqueline Shaw.
The Joseph Giordano Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a senior each year who is an upstanding, community-minded young person. This year, the award goes to Charles Cifarelli. Okay. Next, we have some awards from the Lions Club. The first scholarship recognizes a senior who demonstrates true effort and diligence in their studies and activities. And this year, the Lions Club Scholarship goes to Maria Herrera. Next, the Lions Club Scholarship, the Douglas E. Larson Scholarship for Accounting, is also sponsored by the Lions Club and goes to a Schreiber senior who has achieved significant accomplishments in the area of accounting. This year, the award goes to Jessica Kim. We will accept this award for her this evening. The Edward A. Pickett Science Award is also sponsored by the Lions Club, and it goes to a Schreiber senior who excels in science and plans for further study in college. The award goes to Samuel Kassan. The Ernie Simon Award for Journalism and Communication is also sponsored by the Lions Club of Port Washington and goes to a Schreiber senior who has achieved significant accomplishments in the area of journalism or communications. The award goes to Bryson Schaub. The George Mahoney Award for Fire Science and Criminal Justice is also sponsored by the Lions Club of Port Washington and goes to a Schreiber senior who has demonstrated academic achievement and involvement in fire science or criminal justice. Christian Alexander received this award this evening, and we will take this award for him and see to it that he gets this. The W. Davis Hegeman Business Award also goes to a Schreiber senior who has achieved significant accomplishments in the study of business. McKenna Patterson, come back up and receive your award. The Lizzie Stein Scholarship is awarded each year to a senior who smiles in the face of their challenges. This year, the scholarship goes to Benjamin Michea Espinosa. And the Lois Joy Tipko Scholarship is in honor of a former Port Washington art teacher. This award goes to a student who appreciates the joy and importance of art, is likely to continue in college and engage in art, and is a compassionate, kind, and good person. This award goes to Melissa Lee. Okay, so we've got quite a few names for this next one. So I will announce them all and we'll applaud at the end. But this is from the Community Scholarship Fund of Port Washington, whose generosity, oh, my apologies, they are here. Thank you.
I don't want to say much, but the Community Scholarship Fund has been in business for 75 years. And I really want to thank all of you here, because when it was started, it started with the student union here and the PTAs in this community. And they used to have a garage sale in the yard. But as it grew, the community, it wanted to raise more money, and the community chest began to be an enormous contributor, and to this day, it contributes quite a bit of money to the scholarship fund. The scholarships really come from your neighbors and the people in this wonderful community, of which everyone is a part, including the students. I'd like you to hold your applause. We have quite a few scholarships to give out.
Tonight we're giving out scholarships to 22 students. Our scholarships range between $500 and $2,000, and they're the students who spend their time at Schreiber involved in things, but also demonstrate a need, but a desire to continue learning. And so this year we're very pleased to announce Jose Benitez, Kevin Darity, Giselle Flores, Maria Herrera, Jonathan Alfaro Jovel, Jennifer Kim, Jessica Kim, Yosu Lee, Hannah Lee, Melissa Lee, Jack Madison, Jennifer Rodriguez, Gail Rowe, Jacqueline Sandino, Julia Segovia Pugio, Sasha Shapiro, Bryson Schwab, Jacqueline Schwab, Abigail Smith, Derek Suarez, Ariel Weissman, and Marique Woodside.
Thank you. The New York State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli Student Achievement Award is presented each year to students who have excelled academically and have also shown leadership potential by volunteering their time to serve the school or community. This year, the awards go to Matthew Gazzello, Brandon Moskowitz, Nicholas Restivo, and Gabrielle Soren. Attorney General Letitia James also recognizes students each year who demonstrate character, courage, and commitment. This Triple C award is awarded this year to Kabir Chatrath and Lily Shatino. The Participant in Government Award is sponsored by the League of Women Voters and recognizes a student who is active in government and student council. This student also possesses outstanding leadership characteristics, and the award goes to Madison Foreman. The Peter Fabulous Memorial Scholarship this year goes to Allie Carrillo. The next award is from the Fort Washington Korean Parents Association. Each year, the Korean American Parents Association of Fort Washington awards 3 seniors who earn principal honor roll for each year since sophomore year. And the awards this year go to Jennifer Kim, Jessica Kim, and Hannah Lee.
The Philip DeJana Memorial Scholarship goes to respected, hardworking students of the sound moral character. This year's scholarships go to Maria Herrera and Richard Segura. Association of Educational Secretaries awards scholarships each year. This year, the scholarships go to Angelica Esposito and Michael Welch. The Port Washington Children's Center awards an alumni scholarship each year. This year, the scholarship goes to Emily Gross. The Port Washington Custodial, Maintenance, and Transportation Workers awards a student in good standing who participates in extracurricular activities. The scholarship goes to Christian Alexander. The Port Washington Harbor Association awards scholarships each year to a senior who will pursue further education at either a 2-year or 4-year college or trade school. This year, the winner is Jose Benitez Torres. The Schreiber HSA Scholarship honors student excellence and achievement to support and encourage a senior to follow their curiosity and keep learning. Pause. Schreiber HSA, congratulations, Aaliyah Brown. The Schreiber Student Council Scholarship is presented to a senior who demonstrated outstanding service to a student council, as well as to the student body at Schreiber High School. This year, the award goes to Samuel Casani. Educational Services awards a scholarship each year to their member districts. This year, the scholarship goes to a student who plans to pursue education in the future. Emerson Batres Laren. The Sheila Breen Memorial Scholarship goes to a senior for the study of law or law enforcement. This award goes to Noah Moriello. The next award is the Terry Stocker Port Singers Memorial Scholarship. This goes to Sean Agan. superintendents in the Port Washington School District is awarded each year to a student with a commitment to his or her academic pursuits, and it involves the entire Port Washington community. This award goes to Ava Badliwala. Dr. Stephanie Allen to announce the final award for this evening.
Hi, thank you. Unfortunately, the family for Dr. Joan Bester is not able to be here tonight, so I was asked to present on their behalf. Dr. Joan Bester was a school psychologist for about 18 years. She began her career in Herrick School District and then moved to Schreiber High School, where she worked as a psychologist until she died on November 1st of 2021. She was a beautiful woman, a ravenous reader, a good friend, fabulous wife, and the mother of 2 terrific daughters. She herself was a daughter-in-law, a sister, a member of the Port Washington community, a Yankees fan, a dog rescuer, humanitarian, a lover of F. Scott Fitzgerald, and still going, a Trekkie, an unofficial member of the Hogwarts School of Magic and Wizardry, and an overall very special person. Dr. Bester's office was a refuge for many of our high school students from the various stressors of their day. She created a space where students could talk about their thoughts, ideas, and concerns, or just quietly sit and gather their thoughts. She gave students free reign of various trinkets, the Yankee bobbleheads, and her miniature sand and stone Zen garden while she chatted with them. Because of the relationship she fostered with her students, they would often stop down to just say hi or share other positive news with her. In honor of Joan's enormous caring and lifelong dedication to the success of children, and especially those receiving services from the special education programs here in our district, we dedicate this annual award of the Dr. Joan B. Bester Memorial Scholarship. Joan's family thanks the Schreiber community for its continued support and love in Joan's memory. There are 3 winners of this year's award. The first is Lyndon Fay. Lyndon plans on helping hearing-impaired children, particularly music-inclined hearing-impaired children, to improve the quality of their lives through audiology and hearing science. Lyndon is not able to be here tonight, so we will accept on his behalf. The second award winner is Daniel Frivola. Daniel plans on using animation and the animated productions to teach life lessons to children. And our last winner is Michaela Schwartz. Michaela plans on studying social work and mental health to help people in her community with physical and developmental disabilities. I'll turn it back over to Ms. Director.
On behalf of Schreiber Administration, District Administration, our Superintendency, and our Board of Education, thank you for coming this evening. Seniors, next up, graduation.